News Radio WJPF, 1340 AM Heron and WCIL 1020 AM Carbondale, a member of Max Media. The nation's top talkers are right here on News Radio WJPF, 1340
There you go.
AM
I had
Heron
that
and WCIL
on preview.
1020 AM Carbondale, a member of Max Media.
News Radio WJPF is proud to be the home of the Carterville Lions all season long. This broadcast is brought to you in part by First Southern Bank, IBEW Local 702, Clark Concrete, Shawnee Health, Ralph Small Engine, and the SIU Credit Union. Also supporting this broadcast, Central Hospital for Animals, Joe's Lawn Care, John A. Logan College, Banterra Bank, and Ward Chrysler. Also making this broadcast possible, the City of Carterville, Heather's Bake Shop, the Bank of Heron, and Polar Whip. Here's the voice of the Lions, Dave McKenzie.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 61st Eldorado Holiday Tournament here on this Monday afternoon. It is Championship Monday here at the Holiday Tournament in Eldorado. I'm Dave McKenzie, John Homan alongside. And John, Carterville hasn't been pretty at times, but the number one seed holding serve and could, with the win here today, could play for the championship tonight.
Absolutely, and it should be an interesting matchup here with the Fairfield Mules today. We've not seen a lot of the Mules here in this tournament, but they've been very resilient, and here they are in the semifinals, taking on the number one seed. And I'm not sure if everybody really thought they would be here, but the Mules, they peck a kick.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got their two wins came Friday night over West Frankfort 43-37, and then they came back yesterday and beat Hamilton County 46-37. So they've been pretty solid here. They enter today with a 7-4 mark. Carterville beat Carmi on Friday night 57-29 rather handily. And then on Saturday, it was Edwards County that they pick up a 3-point win over. That was a back-and-forth game, just a really good basketball game. And Carterville comes away with that 3-point win. And, talk about Carterville being the number one seed. Other teams that have been impressive, we've talked about them, Edwards County, Hardin County.
Yes, absolutely.
And this Fairfield team has been pretty good.
Certainly has, and I mean, I'm looking at their schedule right now, and the Mules, they play in the Black Diamond Conference on the east side. Correct. And so that's not the strongest league around, but nonetheless, they try to upgrade their schedule. They played a game against Teutopolis, who's always a perennial power in 1A or 2A, losing 61-51, but they beat Mount Carmel 55-44 earlier in the season. They played Waltonville, lost 62-48. Carterville knows all about that. That game was at Waltonville, by the way. No common opponents other than Waltonville, really. But that win over Hamilton County caught my eye, and we'll see how they look today against the Carterville Lions.
Both teams are out on the floor going through their pregame warm-ups, and we're going to go on and take a break here. I don't have a pregame with Coach Hawkins here this morning, so when we come back, we're going to go through some of the games we've seen already this morning and how the day is going to shake out here on Championship Monday. This is the 61st annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament taking place here on News Radio WJPF.
Who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned.
How long did you say, D-Mac?
Go 90.
And locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First Southern Bank. Community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
Ralph's Small Engine is your full-service repair shop that keeps your equipment running year-round. At Ralph's, they treat each customer like family. They offer the best brands in the business, like Hustler, Skag, Echo, and DeWalt. Financing is available with interest rates as low as 0%. They don't do high-pressure sales. Just get you into the equipment you need at the best price. Family-owned since 1995. Ralph's Small Engine on Highway 51, just south of
You don't have
Oakville.
Fairfield
Best of
starters,
luck
do you?
this season.
No.
As a parent, you want the best care for your family, and at Shawnee Health, we provide just that. I'm Dr. Kai Fanseri from Shawnee Health's Carterville location.
See if I can grab them
Our
real quick.
team,
if I
including
find them.
Dr. Matheen Nexed and nurse practitioners Amanda Reynolds and Teresa Johnson, offer comprehensive care for every member of your family, from newborns to grandparents. Whether it's checkups, managing conditions, or sports physicals, our Carterville team is here to keep your family healthy. Call to schedule an appointment or visit ShawneeHealth.com. Go Lions!
Welcome back to Eldorado. It's Dave McKenzie along with John Homan here on this Monday afternoon. And already there's been a couple of games here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament this morning. It started at 8:30, and this was a game between Edwards County and Hamilton County. Edwards County advances on, and they beat Hamco here this morning. That was an 8:30 tip. And the game that just got over here just moments ago, the Heron Tigers advance after beating Massac County 68-54. So coming up this evening at 6 o'clock, it's going to be Edwards County and the Heron Tigers game playing for 5th place here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Also, coming up a little bit later today, you've got at 1:30, and that's going to be the game after our game here, Vienna and Anna Jonesboro, that are going to be squaring off for the chance to go to the championship game here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. How about AJ knocking off Massac last night?
Yeah, I mean,
did you stay and watch it?
No, I saw a little bit of it, but yeah, Vienna certainly has been playing well, and Jonesboro's been playing well, and so yeah, I mean, a little surprised that AJ beat Massac, but not stunned, you know, and so Massac's reeling just a little bit, and they followed up that loss with another loss today to Heron, and so they're a little bit out of sorts.
Yes, they are, and then of course, so how this shakes out today. So if Carterville, this game here between Carterville and Fairfield, the winner will advance to the championship game, and that'll be at 9 o'clock tonight. And if not, the loser will come back and play for 3rd place at 7:30 this evening. So that's how this will go. And then, of course, the winner of Vienna, AJ, advances, and the loser will take on the loser of this game. So it's been a great tournament. You know what? They've stayed right on time.
They have.
It's kind of amazing, you know, how they do it in the sessions, and
Right.
they clear out and everything. It's been awesome, and they do such a wonderful job with this tournament.
When you've done it 61 years, you know it like the back of your hand. You know,
you would think so.
They certainly have. They do a great job. They really do. And the only thing that would have made this, I think, a little bit better is if the home team, Eldorado, had been a little bit more competitive in recent years and been in the hunt.
Yep.
You know, you like to see your home team be in the hunt. You know, that not only does it spike attendance, but it ratchets up the electricity in the gym.
Absolutely, and but you know, they'll come back around.
They will.
There'll
They
be years that they'll come back around here. We're really glad to have you with us here on this Monday afternoon. And keep wanting to. In my head, I'm thinking it's Friday.
Right.
But
Exactly.
it's not. It's a Monday, and this is Championship Monday here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. We're going to go on and take another break, and when we come back, we'll continue with our pregame show here on News Radio WJPF.
Construction.
Go
Time
90
is
here, please.
money. Introducing
Okay.
Clark Natural Stone's fleet of volumetric concrete mixers. With their state-of-the-art mixers, they mix the exact amount of concrete you need on site, saving you time and money. Stop paying for concrete you do not use. From foundations to driveways, sidewalks to patios, call Clark Natural Stone at 618-997-3889. Clark Natural Stone, shaping the future of construction, one pour at a time.
SIU Credit Union knows what it means to be a part of a team. Whether you're on the field or in the stands.
John, did Eldorado get double tapped?
They're not just
They
here for
lose
your
like
financial
2
needs.
back-to-back?
Baked with love, served with a smile.
Welcome back to the 61st Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Dave McKenzie, John Homan, Gannon back at the studio here on your Monday afternoon. What do you think of this game as you look at this matchup between these two, John?
Well, I was kind of looking through the Fairfield lineup in the roster. I've noticed that one of their stud athletes from football, Lane Robinson, is a senior. He's in the starting lineup. But Michael Barner, who was an outstanding running back, is not in the starting lineup. But I do know that he comes off the bench and plays. And so I think this is going to be a game in which this is kind of the fun part about playing in a tournament where you don't really know the opposition very well, and neither team. So I think that Fairfield will make it competitive for at least a half, but I still can't believe that they would be able to hang with Carterville for a full game.
We'll find out. And Carterville, on the other hand, after a game in kind of a sloppy game for the Lions in that opening matchup against Carmi, White County, they win 57-29. They played much better against Edwards County because they had to play much better against Edwards County. You had Maddox Gully that finished with 16. You had 18 rather from Colton Hawkins, and then 11 from Max Lustenberger, and just a really entertaining ball game. But that's something that, you know, the Lions are going to have to put some points on the board.
Well, they don't want to get in a situation where they're playing for their life down the last couple of minutes of the ball game. They need to be more consistent from the get-go. Their shooting has been sporadic here in the tournament.
Yes.
But defense should never slump. And if the Lions come out and really get after it defensively, that will cure a lot of ills with the offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully, after a couple of games under their belt, they've got their shooting eye aligned here, you know, because they've gone through some streaks of some really cold shooting.
Absolutely. And I think that one of the keys I'm looking forward to see if, when we were talking with Heron in the post game with their coach, their assistant coach, Justin Lukens, as he pointed out, he said, it's so important to get the ball inside and kick it out rather than go outside and try to kick it in.
Yep.
You know, you want to try to break down the defense, and then when they collapse, then you kick it out for that wide open three. And I'm pretty sure that's what Carterville would like to do as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So should be an entertaining ball game. We're glad to be able to bring it to you here this afternoon on News Radio WJPF as both teams are lined up over on the far sideline and getting ready to kick off the afternoon session here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. We'll see the crowd really start to fill in as we go through the afternoon, and then especially tonight for the championship game. Now, just a reminder about the however, the next game for the Carterville Lions, whatever game it is, we will not have a video stream, a live stream available. I've got another assignment tonight, and so John will have the coverage for you on News Radio WJPF. So we're getting ready for the national anthem. We're going to go on and take our final break on our pregame show. And when we come back, we're going to have the starting lineups, and it's the tip-off. It's the Carterville Lions taking on the Fairfield Mules here at the 61st Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament on News Radio WJPF.
Logo on a shirt, but your branded apparel isn't just merchandise.
Welcome back to Eldorado. It's Dave McKenzie, John Homan with you here as we are getting you set for Carterville Lions basketball. Of course, Carterville comes in, only lost one game on the season, and that was that Saturday game against Waltonville. And after a tough pre-EHT schedule coming in, Lions came in as the #1 seed and continue trying to keep that winning streak going here this afternoon against the Fairfield Mules. Fairfield will be the visiting team. Carterville, your home team this evening. And
against the top seeded Carterville.
Starting lineups are being announced by PA here at Eldorado. Head coach Scott McElravy.
Visitors on the scoreboard.
Gotta write his name down.
Fairfield.
So now the starters are being announced.
Junior, number 3,
They're going to go with the 5'9" junior, number 3, Austin Grieve. Number 15, the 6'2" senior, Lane Robson. Number 21, the 6'5" junior, Owen Gruen. Number 22, the 5'9" senior, Jake Easton. And finally, it's going to be the 6'1" junior, Brajan Kovacic for the Fairfield Mules. So it'll be Grieve, Robson, Gruen, Easton, and Kovacic, the starting 5 for head coach Scott McElravy. As the Fairfield cheerleaders go through and do their welcome cheer here for the fans that are lined up. And we are right above the Fairfield fans here at our broadcast location at Eldorado High School. Carterville fans trying to see. They're over diagonal from us here this afternoon and right behind the Carterville bench on the other side of the gymnasium. Now the starters for Coach Shane Hawkins, who's won 152 ball games as the head coach of Carterville. Trying to go for 153 here this afternoon. It's going to be Max Lustenberger, the 5'9" sophomore, that gets the start for the Lions. Also, Zach Snow, the 6'1" junior, number 20. The 6'4" senior, Colton Hawkins, number 21. Maddox Gully, the 5'10" junior, number 25. And then Harper Lustenberger, the 6'2" sophomore, who wears number 40. It'll be the Lustenberger brothers, also Snow, Hawkins, and Gully, starting 5 for Coach Shane Hawkins and the Lions. Carterville cheer out to welcome their fans. Should be fun, John.
I think so, and I'm going to predict this is going to be a statement game by the Lions. I think that they are going to come out. I don't think they've been satisfied with the way they played the first 2 games overall, and I look for them to come out and really play excellent basketball here today. Hope I'm right.
When they've been at their best this season, they play lockdown defense, and that's going to be a key. How they play defensively, the offense will come, I think, but how they play defensively is going to kind of be the key to the game for the Lions here this afternoon. If they can lock it down like they're capable of doing and that we've seen them be able to do, then I think I'm right with you, buddy. I think that's how it should go. So it's going to be Zach Snow coming out to take the jump for the Carterville Lions, and he is going up against Owen Gruen, and Fairfield gets the tip to start things off here in this semifinal matchup at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Fairfield moving right to left with the basketball on their first possession as they work it around to the right wing. Out toward the corner, driving across the top is Grieve, and the shot is good from Jake Easton to get things going for Fairfield.
Had to bury that one from the top side, left perimeter.
First possession for the Lions. As they have it moving left to right in the home whites here this afternoon. Skip past to Hawkins toward the baseline. Whips it right back to Maddox Gully. Left-hand layup a little too strong. And the rebound is grabbed by Owen Gruen. Gruen takes it into the front court himself. Takes it off the elbow. Forces the shot up. Got his own rebound. And Gruen has put Fairfield up 4-0 here early on. Zach Snow to Hawkins as the Lions have it in the front court. Over to Max Lustenberger. Max brings it back up top to Gully. Gully with the right-hand dribble between the circles. Near side to Hawkins. Hawkins' three is good to get the scoring started for the Carterville Lions.
Good sign. Knocked down that first shot.
5-3, Fairfield with a 2-point lead. Maddox Gully picks up the defensive pressure as they work it into Kovacic. Off the low block, they have to reverse it out to Grieve. Now three, air ball kicked long and tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Fairfield. It's going to stay, come to the Carterville Lions, rather.
Yeah, it's misfire from the outside, and the Lions were there to retrieve it.
Here comes Gully. To Max Lustenberger. Over to the far side to Colton. He's out on the left wing, skips it here near corner to Harper Lustenberger. Long pass, and now back to Hawkins. Another three from Colton, off the mark, no good, and the rebound is grabbed again by Owen Gruen. Gruen across the timeline, bumps into Hawkins. Has his pocket picked for just a moment, but it stays with Fairfield. Harper Lustenberger almost stole it. Maintains possession to Fairfield. Out here on the left wing, it's Robson, and cutting through, Grieve. Had the ball stolen, turnover. Carterville comes away with it. Chance to tie it up, 5-3 our score. Maddox Gully tried the reverse layup.
Sweet.
What a
Sweet
nice move
yeah.
from Maddox. He's been outstanding in this tournament.
That's why you work the baseline, Dave.
That's exactly right. Ties us up, 5-5 here at the 5:23 mark of the first quarter. Fairfield 7-4 on the season. Carterville 10-1 on the season. So they work it over toward the left wing with the right-hand dribble back up top and out on the right wing now. With it is Easton. They bring it near side, taking it to the hole. Gruen off the glass, too strong. Harper Lustenberger gets the rebound, and another possession for Carterville. Here comes Gully, top of the key at the free throw line, feeds it down low, wide open. Zach Snow's able to turn around and convert. So balanced scoring for the Lions. 3 players already in the scorebook, up 7-5. Creeping his way across midcourt, Easton. Jake with the left-hand dribble, now to Grieve. Over on the left wing is Kovacic. As they work it over to the far side of the court now. To Grieve. Grieve brings it up top to Easton. Easton steps inside, jumps, puts up the jumper, no good. Outlet pass for the Lions. Colton Hawkins to the rim, and good! And he gets the foul.
Yes, sir.
As Brachen Kovacic picks up the foul, Colton Hawkins is going to go to the line for the and one.
Good job of Colton using his body as a shield once again to draw the contact and still have the strength to be able to lay it up and in off the glass.
Colton had 18 yesterday in the win over Edwards County. He's got 6 here early on, about halfway through this first quarter. Lions doubled up Fairfield, get another steal, second turnover on Fairfield. Gully off the glass the other way and good. John, how good has he been in this tournament?
He's been fantastic, the junior Maddox Gully, and just a great run out by the Lions.
Absolutely. 12-5 with the timeout on the floor. And that coach, taken by Coach McElravy, and it appears to be a full timeout. We'll pause for 60 seconds on News Radio WJPF.
Call Joe. Joe's Lawn Service.
I'm telling you, they're gonna
employees. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Lions up 12-5, 7-point lead here over Fairfield. 3:50 remaining in this opening quarter. Fairfield with the ball, and a whistle underneath is going to be on Harper Lustenberger.
Away from the action.
It's going to be the first on Harper. It's going to be the first team foul on the Carterville Lions as well. Coming out of the game is going to be Austin Grieve. Coming into the game is Cruz Wells. Cruz camps out in the corner, drives inside the arc, spins, pulls up the dribble. Now kicks it out, taking it to the block, trying to force the shot up. Now they have to whip it up top. Gruen over here on the left wing to Easton. Easton with the right-hand dribble. Has Maddox Gully on him. Easton kicks it out to the right wing. One on the shot clock.
Did not
Fairfield
get it off.
could not get the shot off. And yes, the shot clock is being used here at Eldorado. And the third turnover on Fairfield.
Talked about the defense. That's where it starts. And Lions played some great half-court defense right there.
12-5, Lions up 7. Maddox Gully feeds the post down low. Zach Snow, he's just getting right past the defender. And he's got 2 easy buckets here. 14-5, Lions on top, 3:05 remaining here in this opening quarter. Driving in, kicking it to the corner, Wells now brings it up top. With the basketball is Gruen. Gruen forces the shot up, in and out, no good. Zach Snow with the rebound. Outlet to Hawkins. Over the far side to Harper.
Save.
Max saved that from going out of bounds. Snow's got an open 3 and hits it.
Look out.
Snow,
7 in the game for Zach Snow. Look at the Lions. Up 12, 17-5 over Fairfield here early. 2:25 remaining. Driving around the top is Robson. Kicks it over to the Wells on the right wing. He lost the handle for just a second. Has to pull up. Now he finds Kovacic to the corner left. The 3 is good from Robson. Lane Robson with his first field goal makes it 17-8.
Much needed basket by the Mules right there.
Zach Snow has it corner right. Now to Gully. Right-hand dribble, right of the circle. They work it over to the far side. That's Harper Lustenberger trying to get past Wells. Finds Maddox. Maddox drives in at the free throw, spins.
Good
now
move.
Puts it up. Oh, a little short. Harper the rebound and put back, and he got fouled. He got hammered from behind as the foul is going to be on Cruz Wells. First on Wells. And Harper Lustenberger's been doing the hard work in the paint during this tournament.
What I like about Maddox Gully's drives inside the paint, he's under control.
Yes.
He doesn't just throw up something wild. He really works it inside and breaks down the defense.
And plays to the contact.
Yes, he does.
He's not afraid to the and that's how you have to do it.
Yeah.
You can't be trying to avoid the contact.
Get called.
He goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. 10-point lead. Lions up 18-8 over the Mules. Wells brings it up top. Kovacic has it. Now it is Gruen. Gruen with a touch out on the right wing. Shane Hawkins barking. Gruen pull up 3 off the back of the iron. No good. Ball tipped around. Johnny Miller saves it from going out of bounds. Good job for Johnny. He just checked into the game for Coach Shane Hawkins. Here comes Maddox. Now to Hawk to Harper. Harper baseline drive. Pass was tipped, but it winds up with his brother Max over to Maddox, who tees up the 3 and gets it. Maddox Gully with 7 now in the game. 21-8, under a minute to play here in the opening quarter. The number 1 seed, Carterville Lions, in control here in the first quarter. Driving in, Easton controls the ball, puts the shot up. Partially blocked, somehow got it back, and Carterville comes away with the rebound. Outlet pass to Johnny Miller. Miller looks for Harper Lustenberger, who almost didn't get back into the front court in time. Hawkins the 3,
Boom.
Good.
Wow, just a showcase first quarter for the Lions.
Colton Hawkins' second 3 makes it 24-8 here at Eldorado with 10 seconds remaining. And Fairfield with 7, 5, shot put up, no good. Rebound and put back, won't go for Wells.
No good, wow.
And no shot at the buzzer.
Wow.
And so Carterville leads it 24-8 here as we are heading to the second quarter. 24-8, Lions on top. We'll be back in 60 seconds on News Radio WJPF.
Big time in a new Tahoe.
3 of 4, 75% on threes. How about that?
And if you've been extra nice
1 turnover.
There's
That's
a
it.
pair of brand new Corvettes on the showroom floor, in stock and ready to rock. Red tag sale while supplies last at Vic Koenig Chevrolet in Carbondale. VicKoenig.com.
Good first quarter for the Carterville Lions, John Homan.
Outstanding, 9 of 12 from the field, 75%.
Hawkins hits the shot here.
Add to that, huh? And then also 3 of 4 on three-pointers, 75% as well.
You said you felt like they were coming out and could be dominant, and they were in the first quarter as Fairfield throws the ball away, and they only had 1 turnover in the first quarter. Fairfield had 3 and picked up 1 here.
I just felt like this was their day. That
they were due.
They've been kind of playing okay the last couple of games in the tournament, but I just felt like they're ready to take off and have a big day.
Lions have it in the front court, up 26-8. Hawkins off the glass high, and the ball last touched by Fairfield. It was last touched by Barner for Fairfield. It's going to stay with the Lions. Amarion Adams is on the floor now with Johnny Miller, also Maddox Gully, Colton Hawkins, and Max Lustenberger. Here comes Gully around the top. He gets to the block, puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound with Johnny Miller, battles for it.
Good luck in winning that battle with Johnny.
He's tough as he and Robson tied up. And the possession arrow gives it to Fairfield.
That was a running back versus the tight end defensive end.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. 7 minutes remaining here until halftime. Coming up at half, we'll recap this game. Take a look at how the tournament's shaping up so far. Games all over Southern Illinois. 26-8, Lions on top. Fairfield basketball over on the far side. Cruz Wells triggers in for the Mules. Gets it to Easton. Back to Wells. Now they bring it over here to the left side. That is King. Ashton King into the game for Fairfield. In a foul on Carterville.
It's on Johnny. He keeps switching uniforms on me. He's throwing me curveballs. I like that. Keep mixing it up there. 15, then back to 10, then back to 15. I like that.
Fairfield triggers in from in front of the scores table. Now over to the corner right. It's Robson, left-hand dribble against Hawkins. Pulls up, reverses back to the corner. Barner dishes it off down low. Shot partially blocked. Good job by Colton Hawkins. The shot from Wells was blocked. Carterville comes away with it. Miller
good feed
feeds Amarion. Oh, short arms it. Put back no good and just couldn't finish it.
No, good feed by Miller.
That was a beautiful pass from Johnny Miller. He picks up the D out on the point. Fairfield down 26-8. Just 6 minutes remaining here until halftime. Robson now to Easton. Easton inside the arc. Bounce pass down low to Barner. He kicks it back out to Easton. Easton has Miller on him. Works to the left, now brings it back to the right, over to the corner far side. That's King, or Robson rather. He lost the handle.
Shot clock again. Or did they call? I think it's going to be a shot clock violation, number 2. Yes.
It's going to be Carterville basketball.
Over
it
by,
is the shot clock.
the Mules. Yes, it was shot clock. You don't think that's going to make Shane Hawkins happy? Well, maybe nothing does, actually.
Not during the game.
He'll be happy with that, though.
Yeah, he will be.
He will.
Not during the game. 26-8, 5:30 remaining. Golly drives, can't get it to go. Hit the floor hard too as he's back up on his feet, heading the other way. Here come the Mules. They kick it over to the left side. That is Gruen. Gruen bumps his way into Hawkins. No call either way.
Wow.
And a turnover by Fairfield.
I don't know how you call nothing on that.
Yeah. Either way.
Right, exactly.
Here they get it to Miller on the right wing. Drove to the baseline. Found Gully. Maddox brings it up top to Lustenberger. That's Max, who dishes it off to Miller, takes it to the hole. Now to Hawkins, 3 from the corner. In and out, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Austin Grieve for Fairfield. He brings it in to the front court. Over to Barner, now up top to Kovacic. Kovacic, the left-hand dribble to the left wing. With the touch now is Grieve. Trying to work around the screen, reverses back to the right side. Keeps it out on the left wing, inside the arc. Now Barner launches the 3, good. Side.
The star running back has a shooting touch. How about that? Congratulations, Mr. Barner.
Michael Barner, the 5'11 junior. So it's 26-11, 15-point lead for the Lions. They led it 24-8. At the end of the first, Lions turn it over. The other way, the left-hand layup is good from Owen Gruen. Gruen with 4. Halfway through the second quarter, and a reach-in foul on Gruen against Colton Hawkins. It's going to be the first on Gruen.
He looked incredulously at the official like, how could you call that foul?
Yeah.
We've been bumping each other up and down the floor all day.
Yeah, after that, down the other way.
Yes.
Mugging each other down there. Colton Hawkins getting a breather. Ramarion coming off. Max Lustenberg coming off the floor. So Harper's on the floor. Dante Wilson, Zach Snow, who just came back. Dante Wilson went over the back.
Yeah, that was obvious.
And picks up his first foul.
Lions foul 34, Dante Wilson.
26-13, this Lions broadcast brought to you by Ralph Small Engine, Highway 51 south of Elkville. Full service repair shop to keep your equipment running. Also brought to you by Stephen Rich's Barber Styling for men, women, and children. Offering cuts, styling, and perming. Walk-ins are welcome on South Division Street in Carterville. It's Stephen Rich's Barber Styling. Fairfield lost the ball out of bounds for another turnover.
They have 7.
Giving it back to the Lions. Length of the floor to go. Colton turns around and comes right back on the floor. Johnny Miller checks out for Coach Shane Hawkins. Zach Snow takes the pass, dribbles to the top of the key between the circles, to the right side to Gully. He takes it at the elbow, spins. He's got a great spin move, by the way. To the right, left side, Harper. Now to Hawkins. Off balance 3 is good for Colton Hawkins. And he's got 14 in the game, and a timeout is called here with 3:25. The Lions up 16. It's 29-13. We'll pause for 30 seconds on News Radio WJPF. This Lions broadcast also brought to you by Malone's Early Learning Center in Carterville, offering programs for infants to school-age children, as well as pre-K and Head Start. It's the best care anywhere. That's Malone's Early Learning Center. Carterville in control here. 3:25 remaining. 16-point lead, up 29-13.
Now, if you're looking at it from Carterville's perspective, you'd like to add to that, try to get it to be a 20-point plus lead going into the half. If you're Fairfield, you want to try to find a way to get close to single digits to end the half. So we'll see who has the stronger last 3:25 of this half.
And I think Owen Gruen is having to see the trainer who's over behind the Carterville bench.
Yeah, I see him. I see him over there.
So it's Fairfield basketball coming out of the timeout, though. Lions up 29-13. Fairfield with it. Wells finds Barner. Barner drives in, back to Wells. Wells at the free throw line, dishes it over to the left side. Greaves, three, no good. But the rebound is pulled down by Robson. Another possession, but Carterville steals it away. Fifth turnover of the quarter on Fairfield. Hawkins, right side, Snow, in step three, off the front of the iron, and the rebound is grabbed by Lane Robson, and Harper Lustenberger picked up a silly foul in the backcourt.
Yeah, this is his second personal. He's the only one with any foul trouble for the Lions right now.
3 team fouls on Carterville, 1 team foul on Fairfield.
Carterville 5 of 8 from three-point land. Still very, very sharp there in the early going.
Lions pick up some pressure in the backcourt with Zach Snow on the point. Coming across the timeline, Gruen drives against Snow, got free and got the easy layup. Made a little crossover dribble and was able to break free of Zach Snow. 29-15 with 2:20 remaining here until halftime. Dante Wilson, who missed the first game of the tournament. Zach Snow, the runner, can't go. Miller, the rebound. Johnny Miller.
Over the back, I guess.
Number 2 on Johnny. He joins Harper with 2 fouls. Max Lustenberger back in the game for Maddox Gully. The winner advances to the championship game tonight at 9 o'clock. The loser will play at 7:30 this evening. Driving in, forcing a shot and a foul on Carterville.
It's on Max, I believe. Yep.
It's going to be his first. Max Lustenberger, the sophomore. Don't forget, we've got you covered with all the scores from around all of the tournaments in Southern Illinois. Just go to River Radio Sports Central. We got you covered there as Owen Gruen hits the first free throw. 7 in the game for Owen, and now he's got 8 after he makes that second free throw. 6 points here in this second quarter for Gruen. 29-17, 12-point lead for the Lions. Snow feeds Hawkins, who's now on the block. Got free, puts the shot up. You could hear the slap on the wrist, no call.
No calls down low, he's getting hit.
Ball was last touched by Fairfield. It's going to stay Carterville. Minute 48. Max lobs it in to Colton, who just taps it right back in for a bucket. Colton already up to 16 here this morning, or this afternoon, I guess. 31-17. This is the first game of the afternoon session. Carterville picks up the pressure. Timeout called by Coach McElravy of Fairfield as they had the trap right at midcourt. Good job. 93 seconds is all that remains. And it is a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here, John. And
okay.
They've come out exactly like you hoped they would.
So far,
or
yes.
Like you prognosticated.
Well, I did see the game film. You know, this is a replay. You know, so I kind of had an idea. No, I just think
Stayed
that
at a Holiday Inn Express.
Exactly. Yeah, I just felt like the Lions are due for a breakout game, and for the most part, they're playing very, very well here in the first half. 31 points. They're on a pace to score about 64 to 68 points. And that's pretty much been their story this year. When they score, they win.
And they came out hot. They
They
scored
sure did.
24 in that first quarter.
Shooting the ball well from the outside, which they had not been doing.
Carterville forces another turnover and a foul on Fairfield.
Good foul, too. Would have been a run-out lay-in.
So Carterville keeps it. Here on the baseline. They lob it into Colton. Hawk lob it into Colton. Hawk hands it off to Max. Now to Gully. Hands it off to Max. Now to Gully. Dante Wilson on the right wing. Back to Maddox. Maddox at the left elbow. Backs it up with the right-hand dribble. Crosses over. Works to the left wing. Whips it up top to Max. Max.
Look at the physicality inside the paint.
They're banging down there. Here comes Gully. Hangs in the air. Got popped. They're going to get Brachin and Kovacic with the foul. Just seconds.
With that arm, you may block the ball, but you're usually going to hit arm too, and that's what happened.
Maddox Gully, who's got 7 here this afternoon, at the line. At the line. Misses the first.
Returning for the Mules, 12, Michael Barner.
Barner back on the floor.
Also back, 21, Owen Gruen. 21, Owen Gruen.
And Gruen returns to the floor now. And Gruen returns to the floor now. For Fairfield. Maddox Gully shooting the free one. Gets the second one. 8 in the game for Maddox. Carterville presses in the backcourt. Now they back off. Gully picks him up at midcourt. Ball tipped. And they say it was touched by Carterville. Driving in. Wells got free. Feeds it down low to Barner. Out of bounds. And so driving in, or throwing in rather, is Jake Easton. He gets it right back and brings it up between the circles toward the logo. The new floor here at Eldorado High School, absolutely beautiful. Long range 3, no good from Easton. Barner the rebound, the putback no good. Tipped around again, finally grabbed by Robson. Robson brings it up top. 10 seconds all remaining on the game clock. Easton, long range, right side. Puts up the off-balance 3, short. That ends the first half of basketball. Lions lead it 32-17 here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. The number 1 seed, Carterville Lions, and Fairfield 32-17. We're going to go on and take a break, and when we come back, we'll go through and recap this first half of basketball for the Carterville Lions here on News Radio WJPF. Lead it 32-17. They came out and scored 24 first quarter points, led it 24-8, and were only able to hang 8 points on the scoreboard here in the second, but firmly in control here this afternoon in the first game of this afternoon session. And John and I joining you here from Duff Kingston Gymnasium. John feverishly working on some stats. Let's run through some scoring We'll start first with Fairfield this afternoon, as they are led by Owen Gruen, who's got 8 points here in the first half. Also getting into the scorebook this afternoon, Jake Easton with 3, Lane Robson with 3 also from Michael Barner, and that's it for the 17 points for the Fairfield Mules. Carterville Lions are led by Colton Hawkins, who's got 16 first half points, and he's got, let's see here, he had 8 or 9 in the first quarter, has 7 here in this second quarter. Also, Zach Snow chipping in 7 points in the first half. Maddox Gully with 8 points in the first half, and Harper Lustenberger had a single free throw. He's got 1, and Carterville leads it 32-17 here in this semifinal matchup at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Halftime report is brought to you by Mayor Brad Robinson in the city of Carterville. Want to remind you to make sure you drive carefully near the in-town construction zones that are going on. There's a couple of them right there on North Division Street at Anderson, right around the fire department. There's the construction that's going on there. And then on South Division, more towards Missouri, they're doing the water main replacement there on Division Street. So make sure that you're careful in that area and give them the room that they need. The city of Carterville and the mayor, Brad Robinson, say Happy New Year and let's go Lions. And Carterville leads at 32-17 here at the half. And we'll take a break, and when we come back, John's going to have stats from the first half, and we'll take a look at the rest of the tournament. We'll be back in 60 seconds on News Radio WJPF.
Sorry, Dave. I meant to do 90 that last break. I just missed a click.
It's all right. Happens.
To the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First Southern Bank. Community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
Ralph Small Engine is your full-service repair
D-Mac, I don't know what kind of curse that's going on, but every time you guys give a team of the week, they end up getting beat.
I know. It's kind of like the Madden cover. Back at Eldorado, Dave McKenzie, John Homan, Gannon back in the studio. Scott Hudson standing here, wiping. He went over and had lunch. I know exactly what he did.
I appreciate him bringing us some over here.
He just unsnapped the top button on his jeans
well,
there.
You know,
so
you have
he
to
can
be relaxed.
So he can breathe a little bit. Of course, Heron picked up a win this game. They knock off Massac County 68-54. Edwards County won the first game of the day. They move on. They beat Hamco. So they'll be playing for 5th place. And we still got another semifinal game. The next game is going to feature Vienna, an age game right there.
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see that one go down to the wire. Those two teams are close, very close in proximity. They have a kind of a natural rivalry for that reason. And, you know, just it's going to be an all-out street fight.
That's kind of how it is. And, of course, Carterville's played Vienna. You kind of get down there south of Route 13, you get in those street fights. Whenever you're playing Vienna and Goreville, and you go down and have to take on the Wildcats at AJ on their floor, I mean, it's never pretty.
No, and you know, and you have to give credit. I mean, there is life in basketball south of Route 13. There's some very good programs, and we've seen that firsthand. And it's been like that for decades. I mean, some of these smaller schools just really put in the effort, and they have talent, and they have success stories of their own.
And you just heard during, or we had the conversation during the commercial break. Look at Lake Century. They picked up this week's team of the week. And then, of course, there is the Sports Voice curse that goes with becoming the team of the week. But you know, yes, they're Meridian in years past, and
yes.
we've just seen some powerhouses, Massac County, and yeah. So there's good basketball in Southern Illinois.
Well, and we've talked about this before. volume of 1A powers this year, where you have Goreville's 1A, Waltonville's 1A, Woodlawn is 1A, Steelville's 1A, Rubber Township, and you have other schools that are right there in the hunt. We've seen Hardin County 1A, and who are we leaving out here? Edwards County 1A are that are the smallest schools in the classification system with the Illinois High School Association. We really see a resurgence of power to where a lot of these 1A schools can compete on equal footing with the 2A schools and some 3A schools.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
it's just and you like that because you don't want
and a lot of fun to be able to watch and to be able to call. Fairfield, the first team to come out of the locker room. Carterville right behind them, and we're getting you set for second half action. Hey, the winner of this game advances to the championship game tonight here at the 61st annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. We'll take our final break, and when we return, we'll have second half action coming up in 60 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
By NCUA.
Welcome back to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. You got some stats?
Certainly do. Quickly, Fairfield shot 6 of 21 from the field in the first half, 28%, 3 of 9 on three-pointers, 33%, turned the ball over 10 times, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 100%. The Carterville Lions were 12 out of 28 from the field. They cooled off in the second quarter, 43% overall. 5 of 9, however, on three-point shots. That's 55%. That's still above that, well above average. 2 turnovers and 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 60%.
Lions led it 24-8 at the end of first, and they lead it 32-17, and we'll get the basketball to start things off here in the second half. Trying to advance to the championship game as the #1 seed in the 61st annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Carterville moving right to left. Harper Lustenberger up top, bounce pass to Maddox Gully, feeds it to Hawkins, down toward the right low block, puts the shot up, no foul called,
wow.
And Fairfield comes away with the rebound. Top of the key. They work it around here to the near side. That's
three ball
shot
put up.
No good, yeah. Shot no good, and Carterville gets the rebound.
That was Grieve on the miss.
Yep. Hawkins launches the three. That was just off the mark, but Harper Lustenberger there to get the rebound. Backs it up. Gully drives into the free throw line. Bounce pass too far in front of Zach Snow. Turnover #1 of the half on the Lions.
Only 3 for the game, so that number's good.
They played pretty well. Good shooting, as you mentioned in the stats. But you can't slouch now.
Nope, can't rest on your laurels. You have to get right back out there and keep working.
32-17, a minute gone here in the third quarter. Bounce pass, driving in, spin move from Gruen, and a foul on Carterville. It's going to be on Maddox Gully, his first. And at the line is going to be Owen Gruen. Gruen just steps up and knocks down the free throw.
He's their workhorse, leading scorer.
He had 8 first half points, hits that first free throw. Second one is on the way and good. Double-digit 10 for Owen Gruen. Makes it 32-19. Carterville on the right wing. Max Lustenberger, ball fake to Hawkins now. Drives, got to the baseline, forces, hangs, puts the shot up. And a foul on Fairfield. And that's going to put Hawkins at the line shooting free throws.
He was fouled, but he usually knocks down those shots from inside the paint, even when he draws the contact. But he'll have to earn his 2 from the stripe now.
Jake Easton picks up the foul. That's going to be the first. Did he make that
He
free
missed
throw?
the free throw.
Okay. So 17 now for Colton, 33-19. 6:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Gruen has it. Owen. Now, Easton out here on the right wing. Lost the handle for a second, but he gets it back, takes it up top of the key. Gives it to Cruz Wells. Wells tried to feed Kovacic on the back door. Was kicked out of bounds by Carterville, so he'll stay with Fairfield with 16 on the shot clock. Easton triggers in, over to the far corner. Gruen got a nice bucket there.
You can't give up the baseline. That's
Nope.
one thing you're taught defensively.
12 from Owen Gruen. It's a 12-point lead for the Lions. They need some buckets here. Gone cold to come out here in the third quarter. Gully traveled with the basketball, took a step too early. Or an extra step, I guess, is the way to say that. Turnover number 2 in the second half. 33-21. 6:07 remaining here in the third quarter. Easton puts the shot up and good. We got a 10-point ball game, folks.
Yeah, Lions are not firing out of the gate here in the third quarter. We'll see if the pace changes. Another
And
turnover.
again, so Fairfield can get it down to the single digits, 33-23. Carterville's got to wake up here in the second half. Gruen just right in the circle, backs it up toward Logo. Going against Snow, spins, got past Snow, and a nice move, and it rolls off. And Zach Snow got the rebound. Lions had his pocket picked again. Snow did. And tees the three and gets it.
Wow.
Shane Hawkins got to talk to his Lions. 15 in the game for Owen Gruen.
I thought got a foul, no basket.
Wells picks up the foul.
Okay.
I heard that whistle, and I thought there was a timeout. Hawkins takes the inbound. Gets it to Maddox. 5:04. Maddox Gully drives and gets the bucket. 10 in the game for Maddox Gully. Johnny Miller, good defense in the backcourt. Last touch of the basketball. It's going to stay with Fairfield. Johnny Miller, a defensive specialist for the Lions. When he's on the floor, he's trying to shut down somebody. Right now, it's Gruen that he's matched up against.
Why not?
Man-to-man D.
Yeah.
He comes out, gets a bump on Gruen. They work it over to Wells on the right wing. Bounce pass to Easton. Easton now to Kovacic. And Johnny Miller almost forced another turnover. It was last touched by Fairfield. So, well done, Johnny Miller. First turnover on Fairfield in the second half. 4.5 remaining. 9-point lead, Lions up 35-26. Colton Hawkins hands it off to, had the ball go off his leg to Harper. He short arms.
Got to make that shot.
The shot and a bailout foul called Lane Robson.
Yeah, that was a shot that Harper has to make in his sleep right there.
So Harper's got 1 point at the line so far. Now he's got 2. Wow. Roxana is popping Pinckneyville at halftime at 33-18, and Rockford East beating Carbondale 57-50.
No, it's a final.
That is a final. Yeah. Second from Harper's good. He got them both. 37-26, 11-point lead for the Lions now. Lions the number 1 seed. Fairfield the number 4 seed here at this 61st holiday tournament. Johnny Miller picks up personal foul number 3. Team foul number 2.
You let Johnny play. You let him. He has 2 more fouls to give. Let him go out there and harass Gruen a little bit. Make his
Gruen
life
looks
more
to
difficult.
trigger in. 5 seconds call, and that's going to go Carterville's way.
Yep.
And the turnover brings it back to the Lions. Good defense by the Lions to cut off the passing lanes. Carterville almost turned it over.
And they do. And they do.
And
Yep.
they did turn it over.
Well,
my goodness,
that's
boys.
just sloppiness right there.
Long pass into the front court, and Harper just wasn't in a position to receive it. 5th turnover on the Lions here in the 3rd quarter, halfway through. They only had 3.
No, I had 2 in the
or
first
2
half.
in the first half.
Yeah. Now they're
Johnny
on
Miller.
10-second violation.
Oh, no. Yep. So that's 10-second violation, and timeout is taken by Fairfield and Coach Scott McElravy. 37-26 with 3:51 remaining. We'll pause for 30 here on News Radio WJPF. Lions broadcast is brought to you by IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
Short, but
Johnny Miller
bailed out.
How about that? He gets his first bucket of the game.
Do we give Hawk an assist on that?
I think we should. 39-26, 13-point lead for the Lions.
Look at Johnny.
He's right up his grill, isn't he?
He is indeed.
Who invited you to this barbecue? Y'all up in my grill. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by Carterville is going to stay with Fairfield.
And we're talking about Gruen, Owen Gruen, who leads the Mules in scoring. And he has been, he has had some defense played on him the last few minutes.
Johnny Miller gets a nice round of applause as he goes to the bench. Dante Miller comes in to replace Johnny. Gruen now has Max Lustenberger. Big height difference there, 5'9" compared to 6'5". Barner drives in, finger roll, no good. Putback from Gruen, though. Right there to clean it up. 17 in the game for Owen Gruen. 11-point lead for the Lions. 39-28, 2:50 remaining. Jumper mid-range from Maddox, no good.
10-footer.
And Fairfield breaks the timeline to the far side. With the basketball, Jake Easton. Easton, the junior, 5'9", brings it near side to Wells. Wells on the right wing. Bounce pass down low to Barner. Barner inside the paint. Dumps it out right wing. Easton's 3, and he got fouled. Colton Hawkins got to Jake Easton.
Yep.
3 free throws coming. 2:26. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Ralph's Small Engine, Highway 51 south of Eltville. Full service repair shop to keep your equipment running. Easton steps up, hits that first free throw. 6 in the game for Jake Easton. Second one rolls off.
So far, nobody sees Colton Hawkins on the other end of the floor underneath the basket. Nobody's guarding him at this particular time. Now they're looking at it. Okay. Of course, it was Gruen that noticed it.
Cruz Wells goes back to pick up Hawk. Easton hits 2 of 3, makes it a 9-point ball game, 39-30, 2:20 remaining. It's Harper Lustenberger now, left of the circle, over to the left wing to Max. Max reverses it back to Gully. Gully bounce pass down low to Hawkins on the block. Whips it over to Harper Lustenberger. 3 off the back of the iron, and Dante Wilson, nice rebound and great position as Cruz Wells got into him and picks up the foul. It's going to be the 4th team foul on Fairfield. Hawkins puts the shot up a little bit short, and Fairfield the board. They clear it into the front court. Here comes Easton to the block, whips it around, ball tipped, stolen by Hawkins. The other way, Hawk to the glass.
Oh, he's
gets
fouled. Now
pummeled.
Yeah. Fairfield kid got his money's worth on that one.
Ashton King
Mules foul 11.
is who picks up the foul. So Colton walks back up to the free throw line. 17 in the game for Colton Hawkins here. First one is good. 18 in the game for Colton.
15 Lane Robinson.
Comes into the tournament averaging 17 a ball game. Would imagine he would be on the all-tourney team as he cans both of them. 19 now for Colton Hawkins. 11-point lead for the Lions. Minute 40 remaining in the third quarter. Easton out near hash. Crosses up on Gully, dishes it off to Robson. Robinson now to Kovacic. Kovacic, a left-hand dribble. Wears a big knee brace on his right leg. Tried that cut down the lane. Ball got loose. Fairfield controls. 10 on the shot clock. Right wing. Now they throw it to Easton. Long-range 3. Well short. And Carterville gets the rebound. Harper quickly into the front court. With 65 seconds remaining, nice dish from Dante Wilson. Reverse layup from Gully, no good, and Barner gets the rebound for Fairfield. Boy, that was a good opportunity miss.
Yep.
Easton to Barner. 45 seconds remaining, 20 on the shot clock. Easton, Wilson picks him up defensively. Good defense by Max Lustenberger, takes the ball away, steals it. Carterville will have to get a shot off before the end of the quarter. 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Maddox Gully. Between the leg dribble, back toward midcourt. Shane Hawkins directing traffic from the far sideline in front of the scorer's bench. 12, 10, 9. Here comes Maddox. Around the screen, takes it to the hole, dished it to the corner, and a foul on Fairfield. It's going to be Kovacic.
Tough break for Harper Lustenberger. He knocks down the 3, but doesn't count.
Yeah, the foul was before the pass, apparently, because it was on Maddox Gully. So with 6.9 on the clock, Gully goes to the line and misses the front end of the free throw.
He's missed 2. He's 1 for 3 from the line here today.
Also in for Fairfield, 24, Cooper Berg.
Cooper Berg comes into the game for the first time. Just with 6.9 seconds remaining until the end of the quarter. Carterville led it 24-8 after 1. They were up 32-17 at the half. Gully hits the second. Clock sounds. There is a question at the scorer's table. So they'll redo the trigger in. 12-point lead for the Lions, up 42-30, 6.9 on the clock. Keyser dishes it off. Now it is Berg, the 3, no good at the buzzer, and that ends the third quarter. Lions have a 12-point lead. They are up 42-10 to 30 as we head to the fourth quarter. The winner advances to the championship game of the 61st annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Next on News Radio WJPF. Back at Eldorado, Dave, the fourth quarter. Lions up 12, 42 to 30. Winner advances to the championship game. Gruen launches the three straight away, and it's good.
I think it's time to get Johnny back out there on him.
20 in the game for Owen Gruen. Makes it a 9-point lead for the Lions. Lions started off this game on fire, scoring 24 first quarter points. Fairfield just kind of hanging around.
Yep.
Foul is going to be called. Grieve picks up his first. Marion Adams comes out of the game. Harper checks back in. Colton Hawkins takes the inbound and hands it to his buddy Maddox Gully. Maddox backs it up to the logo. And Dante Wilson went left. The pass went right. And turnover again on the Lions. 42 to 33 is our score. Fairfield, oh, they had him trapped up top. Easton did a good job to get rid of that. Kovacic. Now to Easton. Jake dishes it off to Grieve. Grieve pulls up. Finds Gruen, takes it to the block. Dante Wilson hits the floor. And a foul on Colton Hawkins. And Colton says, who, me? Yep.
Lions fell 34.
No, they're calling on Wilson.
Dante. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Number 2 on Dante. It's a 9-point lead for Carterville. The number 1 seed. Fairfield came in as the number 4 seed. Winner advances to the championship. Loser will play for 3rd place. Coming up at 7:30 tonight. So Fairfield with the ball. Barner drives in, whips it around. Good ball movement by Fairfield. Kovacic lost the handle. Gets it back to Grieve, and Carterville steals it away. The other way. Front court for the Lions. Harper out on the left wing. Ball fake, takes it to the baseline, forces the shot up. Good. Well done, Harper Lustenberger. 5 in the game for Harper.
First field goal of the game.
Yeah. 11-point lead, 44 to 33. Gruen. Dante Wilson on him. He got past him, but good recovery and good backside help from Hawkins. Easton dribbles out with the left hand, skips it over to the far side to Grieve. Grieve going against Mass Lustenberger, dishes it to Barner, who was open. Shot forced a little too strong, got his own rebound and put back. Good board work from Michael Barner. 5 in the game for Barner. Carterville quickly into the front court. Max tried to feed Wilson.
Yeah, he did throw it away. I thought he would maybe hit from behind out of bounds, but I guess he just threw it out of bounds.
Back for the Mules, 15 lead.
It's been a really sloppy game for the Lions since their outstanding first quarter. they've just kind of
just haven't been able to carry it.
No, they've not had that knockout punch, which I really thought we'd see today.
So a 9-point lead, up 44-35, just 5.5 remaining here. Who's going to the championship game? Dante Wilson picks up a bump foul. It's going to be the third on Dante.
34, Dante Wilson. His second, team second.
So Grumman heads over to throw in the inbounds, and he gets it to Grieve. Austin Grieve backs it up. Max Lustenberger on Grieve. Now to Gruen. Gruen looks inside, wants the screen, doesn't take the screen, dribbles out now toward the far hash. Matched up against Dante, good cutoff, but Gruen spins free, bucket and a foul.
Yep, stop him. He's hitting threes, he's penetrating the lane and scoring. Nice player.
Dante Wilson picks up now with 22 in the game. Johnny Miller comes into the game to replace Dante Wilson. Gruen now with the and one to cut this down to a 6-point ball game.
Yep.
We said Fairfield just hanging around, and Gruen too strong. And Gruen picks up a foul. He went over the back and a push on Maddox Gully. Number 2 on Gruen. Second team foul. Lions with 3 team fouls in the final 5 minutes here of this game.
Second time the Mules have been within 7 since the start of the first quarter.
44-37. Harper now to Johnny Miller. Miller drives to the baseline, reverses out to Gully. Gully got to the paint, and a foul is going to be on Cruz Wells. That's going to be number 4 on Cruz.
Fairfield foul 1, Cruz Wells. His 4th, team 3rd.
So Carterville ball.
Back for Fairfield.
Wells comes out of the game. Back into the game is going to be Aaron Grieve. A quick breather for Grieve. They lob the pass in to Colton Hawkins. Keeps it himself. Left wing now to Gully. He's left of the circle, crosses up. Nice spin move in the paint, floater with the right hand, good.
That helps. Need a few more.
13 for Maddox Gully, 46-37. 4:20 remaining here. Winner will play for championship tonight. Loser plays for 3rd. Over on the far side, that is Easton. Easton lost the ball, gets it back. Now he tries to dribble out and cut off nicely by Johnny Miller. 10 on the shot clock. Good defense by Johnny Miller. Forces Easton out wide. He gets to the baseline, skips the pass to the baseline. 3, teed up, no good. Hawkins gets the rebound, and a foul is going to be.
Mules foul 15, Lane Robson. His second, team 4. Back for Fairfield.
Lane Robson picks up the foul, his second, team foul number 4 on the Mules. Zach Snow back on the floor now, replacing Johnny Miller. So the starters are on the floor for Carterville. Zach has the ball, crosses over, spins, dishes it off to Max Lustenberger. Max whips it back to Hawkins, up around the top. They go to Harper. Harper at the elbow, pulls up, finds Snow, pass last touch out of bounds off the hands of Lane Robson. So with 3:25, crossover by Hawkins and just sloppy.
Yep.
Turn the ball over, but Carterville somehow gets it right back. They get it into the front court. Max Lustenberger controls, has his pass picked off by Gruen.
Yep.
Shane Hawkins just crosses his arms and then backs it up as he walks down that far bench. 3 minutes is all that remains in this game. 46-37. Gruen's 3.
Ooh.
No good. Barner, big rebound. Put back. No good. Battle for the rebound. And Gruen gets it for Fairfield. Easton for 3. No. Long rebound. Back to Easton. Floater good. Carterville just not using efforts.
Getting outworked by the Mules here in the
Yes.
second half, without a doubt.
And we got a timeout on the floor, and it's going to be a full timeout. 46-39, a 7-point game. We'll pause for 30 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
Johnny Logan.
We got a good ball game here. Didn't think it would be this close, but it is. I didn't think it would be this close after the first quarter.
Well,
Carterville jumped out 24-8.
Yeah, I thought the game would be it. I thought they'd have maybe a knockout punch in the second quarter, and we'd see subs all over the floor in the second half. But unfortunately for the Lions, the Mules have been stubborn like a mule, and Carterville's kind of played down a little bit, just not scored very well since that first quarter.
We got a 7-point ball game. It's 47-39. Excuse me, 46-39. Lions ball coming out of the timeout. 2.5 is all that remains. This Carterville team came into the tournament, the number 1 seed, Fairfield the number 4 seed. Heron Tigers, who've won the last 4 Eldorado Holiday Tournament titles, not playing in the other semifinal. So a new champion coming up this year. Left hand from Gully's no good. Outlet pass to Barner for Fairfield. Length of the floor and good. He's so fast he got out behind the defense. 7 in the game for Barner. We got a 5-point ball game.
Yep.
John, we were just talking during the break. Carterville's been able to close out these close games so far this season. But they're struggling here at Eldorado. Hawkins gets fouled. Barner picks up the personal. It's going to be the first on Barner, so
he's been quite a shot off the bench.
Yes, he has. He's a great athlete. Hawkins at the stripe. Steps up, hits that first one. That gives him 20 in the game. He and Owen Gruen, the only players with 20 here this afternoon. Second one is on the way. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Stephen Rich's Barber Styling. Men, women, and children. Cuts, styling, and perming. Walk-ins are welcome on South Division in Carterville.
I have no idea why they're taking Barner out of the ball game.
Boy, I don't either.
It makes no sense to me at all.
Second from Colton is good. So 21 now for Colton. Minute 46 with the timeout on the floor. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Malone's Earning Programs for infants to school-aged children, as well as pre-K and Head Start. It's the best care anywhere. This is the first semifinal. After this game, we'll feature Vienna Eagles and the Anna Jonesboro Wildcats. AJ knocked off Massac last night 76-52. Vienna beat Heron yesterday 60-46, setting up that semifinal match. 7:30 tonight will be the third place game. That's where the non-winners of this game, losers as some people like to say, will play for third place. Just a minute 40 remaining. Fairfield by 7. Carterville's got to find a way to close this out. Johnny Miller fought through the screen. Gruen got away with a walk, no call. And Wells gets the rebound for Fairfield. Put up, no good. And look at Zach Snow fight for the ball. He gets the rebound, needs some help, and gets it from Hawkins. The fans all over this, and Gruen picks up. And he says, Colton Hawkins is good at the head bobbing and acting like he got hit. Nonetheless, the foul is on Gruen. Hawkins goes to the line. I like to call that the LeBron. I'm sorry. Hawkins.
He went to acting school over the summer, right?
I think so.
He's the guy you want at the line when you're going down the stretch.
Yep. Just a minute 20 remaining, and the second is good for Colton. 23 now for Colton Hawkins and another timeout. And this time it's going to be a full timeout taken by Shane Hawkins. He wants to talk to his team. Lions lead it by 9. We'll pause for radio, WJPF.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of
Do the Lions have what it takes to close out a ball game? They're in a close one here. They do have a 9-point lead, 50-41, with just 70 seconds remaining. Here comes Fairfield. They found Barner and a foul before the shot by Barner.
You see how he took it right to the rack and scored, even though the foul had already been committed? Explain to me, please, help me understand why Barner was taken out of the game.
I don't know.
I know you don't. I'm just.
It didn't make
something's
sense.
puzzling me.
He's just been outstanding.
He'd be starting for me, but that's just me.
Gruen drives in against Hawkins, had his pocket picked. Good defense by Colton. Forces a turnover. Lions into the front court with 52 seconds, and Barner picks up the foul. They're in the situation where they have to foul. And Hawkins typically not the one you want to put at the line.
No, but he has the ball in his hands so often it's hard not to foul him.
He's setting on 23 points. We say
missed
that.
one.
We put the
Wow.
old announcer jinx on.
Yes, we did. He had made 7 in a row before that.
From Hawk. Looking for his 24th here. Much better and good. 10-point lead for the Lions. Easton drives, misses a shot, flipped it back up.
Lucky.
Back
lucky
over
tip.
his head. Nice job.
Yeah.
11 in the game for Easton. 40 seconds is all that remains. Fairfield pressing in the backcourt, but not tight. Carterville breaks the press easy. Now it's Max Lustenberger that needs some help. And a timeout is called by Shane Hawkins. So they'll talk about the final 30 seconds of this ball game. We'll keep it right here and talk about the upcoming game to determine the other side of the championship game this evening. Vienna and AJ. Vienna beat Hammersburg to start the tournament 64-50. And then they beat Heron 60-46. AJ, on the other hand, beat Eldorado 63-55 and then came back and beat Massac County 76-52. So that sets up your championship game. Just a reminder, if you're watching on the live stream, it won't be a live stream for the championship game. John's going to have the call tonight here on News Radio WJPF. I've got other responsibilities. And so that's coming up a little bit later this evening.
Well, it should be fun. I wish you were here.
I wish I was going to be here as well.
I know you do. And Lions fans know you do. But I'll do the best I can to try to entertain the audience this evening.
Little song and dance would probably in between games. 30 seconds remaining. Carterville trying to run out the clock here. They have the 8-point lead and a foul. Barner picks it up on Hawkins. Probably see a lot of that during the next 24 seconds.
Well, they could have fouled earlier, though. I don't understand why you decide to foul now if you weren't fouling previously, before the timeout. Life's a puzzle, Dave.
Sometimes. And I'm just looking for the glue to hold it all together. Hawkins cans them both. 26 here this afternoon from Colton. 53-30, 43, 10-point lead, under 20 to play. Lions steal it. Johnny Miller takes it into the front court for the Lions. That's going to be the ball game.
Yep.
Fairfield backs off. Carterville holds. They advance. 53-43, the #1 seed coming into the tournament here at Eldorado. They've held serve. They're going to the championship game. And they'll play the winner of Vienna and Anna Jonesboro as the Lions win it 53-43 over the Fairfield Mules. Fairfield will play for third place tonight, coming up at 7:30 this evening. Lions win it 53-43. Stay with us. Post-game shows coming up next on News Radio WJPF.